Today I want to share with you my dog's daily routine. Hey, I'm Nate Schoemer, certified professional and master dog trainer, and we are going to break down what my dogs do in the morning when they get up, all the way up until they go to bed at night. This is their current routine. It does change dependent on my goals. Let's start with the first activity. It's a 45-minute walk in the morning that we call our morning exploration. My dogs are off leash, they get to run around, they have a lot of fun. This is good exercise, it's great mental stimulation, and it gives them the freedom that they need, while it's also good for me because it gives me a really nice start to the day. It's a routine that we love and we do it every day. After our walk, we go straight into a 15-minute session of chuck it, also known as fetch. Very simple, very effective way to exercise most dogs. This is my dog's first solid workout that they get for the day, and it's something that I get in almost every single day, even if I miss some of the other activities that we try to do. This builds their stamina, it increases strength, it's good for their cardiovascular health, plus it keeps their mind sharp and focused. As long as your dog is interested in toys, this is a great way to give them a great workout in a very short amount of time. After that, my dogs get a couple of maybe 1 to 2 hours of a break in the backyard. They have their dog beds that they can chill on. They have plenty of water to drink, space to run around. I also toss out a few of their Ruff Dawg toys for them to chew on. While the dogs are resting, I get their evening meal prepped, which they get as a frozen treat that's been stuffed into a work-to-eat feeder. Today I'm using a mix of Honest Kitchen's dehydrated food, Steve's Raw, and some supplements from 4 Leaf Rover. Once all the food and supplements are fully mixed, I fill the toys and place them into the freezer. Next on is obedience training. This is where my dogs get their first meal for the day. I spend about 5 to 10 minutes with each dog, so it takes me about 45 minutes to work all 3 if we're considering the time it takes to rotate one dog to the next. Now, if you're interested in learning how I train my dogs, I just released a 5.5-hour course on Sit, Stay, Learn. I'll be sure to leave a link in the description. It covers everything from basic food handling skills all the way up through advanced positioning work, loose leash walking, casual walking, and everything in between. So I'll be sure to drop that link, check it out. Next up, we do some tug and bite work training. This is also very short, maybe around 5 to 10 minutes per dog. Now, tug and bite work isn't just about the exercise. Now, this is a very interactive game. And as I said before, it strengthens the relationship, the bond that you have with your dogs. Plus, it's an excellent way for them to burn off energy while reinforcing their obedience. Now, after tug and bite work, I move on to some frisbee training. Again, working one dog at a time and following the same order as before since we started the obedience. That gives each dog around 30 to 45 minutes of rest in between each session. So 5 to 10 minutes of frisbee work, and then that takes maybe 45 minutes to an hour. During frisbee training, I also will mix in some obedience commands like sit, down, stand, around, climb, things like that, just to help keep them more mentally sharp and to ensure they stay focused and responsive, even if they're very excited about the game. And that's about it. That wraps up the main training for the day. After that, I'm busy for about the next 7 hours or so, and during this time, they're in the backyard, back to playing, chewing on their toys, or just relaxing. About 2 hours into that break, they get a frozen meal, which is the one we prepared earlier. It's healthy, it's entertaining, and it helps keep their teeth clean. After this long break, I usually take them for an evening walk. I do enjoy these walks because it's a very structured way for me to work with all 3 dogs at once. Before bed, I give them a yummy comb as a final treat, which helps keep their teeth clean. Now, of course, there are going to be days that I don't get in all of these activities, especially when I have in-person or Zoom lessons scheduled, but that usually works out really well as it'll give my dogs a few days of rest each week, allowing them to properly recover. So this is the routine that I use. I know every dog is different, and I'm curious, what is your dog's routine like? Share it in the comments below. Let's learn from each other and keep continuing to improve the quality of life for all dogs.